Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at basically we're going to be taking a look at the campaign, the Exploding Gratitude campaign for 2023, and essentially assess, basically just what we're going to get, how many stones we can get, and what content we got, essentially. Now, obviously in terms of stones, quite a big celebration, around 300 or so if you include all different phases of the events, which is pretty good. So 300 is pretty nice. A vast majority of these come through the login stones, so you get 30 upon login, 2 per day for the duration of the event, so we're looking at 94 stones there in total, which is a pretty big login reward. They do tend to add up. It's more a slow accrual, which kind of irritates players, but it is still a lot of stones. It's almost 2 multis worth of stones. It's pretty good stuff, I would say. At least from my side, it's pretty good stuff. Now, obviously, aside from the login bonuses for the stones, there's some pretty decent items there, but I wouldn't say anything too remarkable, barring the gift card you get upon login, which you can exchange for characters. Now, the actual special missions themselves, also nothing too crazy here. A lot of the special missions are actually pretty straightforward. We're looking at 15 stones in total. The special condition missions are more correlating to GT heroes, units, and teams more than anything else. So very, very easy set of missions here, more stamina focused. Dokkan Awakening one character, do a set amount of Dokkan events, Z Awaken a character, recruit a character, spend some treasure, just nothing too wild. A very, very straightforward set of missions, which you should be able to complete relatively quickly, I think, without any hindrance or issues or anything like that. So pretty good stuff from that aspect. Then, of course, outside of these special missions, we actually you can find the special missions under the King Kai section. Here you'll see the GT heroes that you need to build your team around, so hopefully that will be able to help you. But yeah, outside of these special missions, obviously we have the actual campaign itself, and it's not the craziest amount of content to start us off with. We get quite a fair chunk of it next week. I think the majority of the big content coming next week, with things like Virtual Dokkan, Ultimate Clash, etc. only coming out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's something, but yeah, just to take a look at the campaign, obviously. So speaking of the campaign, in terms of the units and everything, and the events and that, pretty nice stuff. Obviously, we have the Great Banner, we have the Purunga Dragon Balls, which are obviously super cool and great rewards there. We have the gift card 77 character select, which is obviously great as well. And then, we have the actual Dokkan Fest banner, which has some great discounts. Alongside that, we have the new stages added in for the Dokkan event for Goku, obviously something that's pretty valuable. And then, of course, we also have a new Dokkan Battle Boss Rush, which is also pretty cool. We have this new Don Kia's recruitment stage, which is essentially a nuking event, which I'll cover in another video on how to defeat. And then you also have, of course, the support memory boost, where we'll upgrade the GT Goku support memory, which is pretty cool. Alongside that, most of the content then comes out next week. So for this weekend, you're mainly spending your time Dokkan Awakening Goku or feeling sad if you don't have him. There is some stamina refresh rates, boost rates, etc. So you can always link level. Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash will be out next week, alongside as well some other great content like Explosive Chain Battle and the Extreme Z Awakening for Beerus, which is pretty cool. We'll also be getting a Infinite Dragon Ball History, which is pretty awesome, alongside a new Super Battle Road stage, and some special fully loaded weekend missions, and just some additional missions in general, some super intensive growth missions, and just some content to keep us busy. Explosive Chain Battle will then also be coming out, and we'll probably be hit with part 2 in about 10 days from now, so keep that in mind for yourself. Now, in terms of the rest of the content, there will be a quest mode update at some point, and then we also obviously have the Ginyu return of the Guru Elder event, and an equipment orb event as well, which can be considered something to obviously invest some time into. And that's that. I have not included the quest mode in the stone count, mainly because it's not actually tied to the campaign. It's just a scheduled quest mode update. But that will be interesting to take a look at. So obviously we'll take a look at it when it does come through in its own kind of separate, sect of analysis, which I always tend to do. Now, in terms of the Dokkan event, obviously the new stage for Goku, pretty straightforward. New Goku means new stage for Dokkan Awakening. Then, of course, we also have the new Donkia recruitment plan, which obviously is something very, very important. So we'll be taking a look at that. And then as well, that's a nuking event, so it requires certain builds, etc., certain categories. We'll have to obviously try our best to assess and examine that as best as we can. Alongside that, new event, there's not actually too much right now. I think the Sport Memory Boost is actually the only other active challenge event that you can do barring the Dokkan event. So it's not like you've been gifted a huge chunk of content. There's no story event to waste some stamina in or anything like that. So if you are going to waste time trying to get a high score in this event, because that's basically a large majority of the way you're going to be wasting time, or at least I should say spending your time at the start of the celebration. Alright, so keep that in mind. Some decent rewards here, including Dokkan Festival tickets, which is pretty cool. Then we get to the other content. So pretty good stuff. In the other content, basically right now it's only the Sport Memory Boost. We will be getting some additional challenge content next week. Like I said, Explosive Chain Battle, IDBH, Super Battle Road Stage, etc. So there will be some more to do next week, but for now, go and complete the Sport Memory Boost. It'll come in handy, I'm sure, for the rest of the content throughout the celebration. So definitely give it a shout, basically. Outside of that, the Dokkan Boss Rush, pretty cool stuff. Obviously, a nice chunk of stones, as well as also just being pretty chill time to just kind of do what you want and kind of do your own thing, which is always pretty rad. But yeah, basically pretty cool. Then alongside that, of course, like I mentioned, the Super Battle Road and etc. will be out next week. So you can find those in the challenge section. Then there's an Extreme Z Awakening for Physical Beerus, who doesn't really tie into the campaign, but hey, whatever. And you'll find that under the Z Battle section. That'll also be up next week. So keep an eye out for that, and yeah, you should be good to go. Outside of that, honestly, not too much else has been added in right now, so don't go looking for too much content. Maybe link level or finish awakening your units, or focus on completing some missions. The Virtual Dokkan, Ultimate Clash, and the Explosive Chain Battle will both appear next week for us to take a look at, and yeah, some nice rewards. But yeah, that's basically it. The only real thing remaining is obviously the banner for which to summon on. The banner is pretty good, obviously features Goku, who's also pretty good. So if you want to, you can take a look at that banner and give it a go. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. There's discounts, there's a whole bunch of value, so definitely give it a try. And yeah, I think that's basically it from me. There are some tickets you can use if you've collected them or you get them from the missions, so give it a go. But otherwise, yeah, that's basically it from me. Enjoy the campaign and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That'll be it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.